Well, hello and welcome to our strategy session for today at A to B for me. Today we're going to be going over choices, the hinges of destiny, and we're in full GSD mode today. We've been there, done that. Got the T-shirt, we got the cap, and of course these are all courtesy of Joshua Smith, one of my real estate mentors and really good friend. And from my book, one of the best real estate mentors in the business. But thank you, Josh. We're in GSD mode today. We even have our action strobe going here. Let me put that on for you. Whenever we have some serious stuff going on in our A to B for me strategies, we put on the action strobe and get it going. So we're not going to have it on the whole time, that'll bug the heck out of you. But we're going to turn it off. But we got it ready when we want to get rolling here. But we're also excited. One of the reasons why we're in GSD mode today is because we release of our brand new program, 84 Days. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But I want to get you into choices today. And the first thing I want to talk about for you is in all of our sessions, when I meet with folks for the first time, I say, I'm just curious, what's your A to B for me? Uh, in other words, what's your A and what's your B and what's your two? The two is the plan to get there, right? So what's your A to B for me? So what's your strategy? Now we spell Strata-G a little bit different, but and if you're not familiar with that, hop up on our website. I'm not going to spell it again out here, but hop up on the website and you'll find out why we spell it so funny. But we have our A to B for me strategy, and what it looks like for us is here you are coming up on the very left here, and you've got the EKG going, you got a heartbeat, and it's going up and down, and you're headed down this road, this path, but you don't have any elevation. You're just not getting there, and your yellow brick road needs to go up so you can get to your destiny. But you're just hopping on and just staying straight, just not going anywhere. And so that first strata, that first foundational level there is thoughts, and we've got to get those thoughts right, because that's really what's holding you back. Unless you get your thoughts right, that's what we're really going to talk about today, or your thoughts and your actions, and then always talk about habit, because habit's so important to get you on to the next levels. But your thoughts, action, habits, and then character, and then destiny. And that's our strategies, and that's what we work on. But again, the biggest one, the biggest hurdle is the thoughts. And so that's where we start. And we're going to start there today. So let's take a look at, on your road to destiny, who's really in control. Now, this is my Where's Waldo thing. And it kind of looks like if you go to a theme park, go to Wally World or something, right? You got the You Are Here thing, and this is where you get started. So I know it's a little busy, but let's get through this one, because I spent a lot of time putting this together. But I really almost gave up a bunch of times, but I hung in there so I get this thing going for you. But I always like graphical and metaphorical and analogies and things like that, because it'll really stick with you. But let's start out by going down to the staging area on the bottom left, and you can see that we got a host of characters down there, and we got this superhero, the cape on and utility belt, ready to go, and that's you. You are down there and you are ready to go. You're ready to get on the road to get you to your destiny. And you're saying, let's go. And you're saying you're in 1, 2, fire mode, right? So there's no three. You just skip it right on going to fire. So you are just fired up. You are ready to roll. But it's kind of like a lot of us when we go, like a lot of times we go, we travel a lot, Jan and I, and so when we go to a foreign country, sometimes it's really, really good to have someone over who knows, the lay of the land, knows what's going on. And so we got a tour guide involved here. And so you got the tour guide there, has got the map and got here's X, here's where you want to go, and here's the trail, this, that, and the other. But a lot of times, if you're like me, and you know me, I'm not always that smart when it comes to some things, but I'm good, and I study a lot, so I get all these tour books when we're going to go somewhere, and I just spend hours and hours and hours and weeks and weeks and weeks on all these tour books, and I'm googling everything about everywhere we're going, so wearing out the internet, going through 2 or 3 toners and a couple of reams of paper, but I finally get the plan, right? Where we're going, got all the reservations going, got everything set, got my whole binder out. I don't have folders. I got binders when we go somewhere, and it all timed out, And it's so funny. A lot of times during work, I remember one time we went to London, and I had it all timed up. The first day we're going to get up and we're going to go do this, and so we got in late the night before, so I'm ready to go the next morning, and Jan's like, dude, yeah, I'm off. I don't have anything to do. I'm in London. I'm in a nice suite in this hotel, and no, we're not going to go run anywhere. We're gonna we're gonna take our time. We're gonna eat breakfast. So immediately my plans are messed up, right? But anyway, if you got a tour guide, you, in essence, what you have is someone who knows what's going on where you're at. So if you're in a foreign country, maybe you need someone who maybe speaks that language a little bit. Now, I realize London is not all that foreign because they speak the same stuff, just a little bit slant. You say, slow down a little bit for me, maybe. But if you go to other foreign countries, you don't know the language, it might help to have a tour guide that knows that language. But even if it's somewhere that is English speaking, whatever language you speak, there can be issues. Things shut down, roads happen, close or something. So it's good to have someone who knows the lay of the land because they can get you around these issues so they know they're going to happen. They've been there, they live there, they do this every single day. And that's what the tour guide is there for. But your tour guide are your thoughts. Uh, they have the clipboard. Your thoughts have the clipboard. Your thoughts have the plan. They're like, tell you when to go fast. They tell you when to go slow. They tell you when to turn left. They tell you when to turn right. Stop. Tell you when to stop. Tell you when to go. They have total veto power over your plan. And so they are absolutely in control, and they have a host of characters and vehicles and things. And one of their characters, one of the people with them, is their tour guide assistant. And the tour guide assistant are your words, and because your words, they support your thoughts and they back up your thoughts. They anchor the message, and they keep it real in your life. And the tour guide and the tour guide assistant are BFFs. They're besties. But they finish each other's sentences. I mean, they are right in sync with each other. So you got your thoughts, but you got your words right there. That's so important to keep your thoughts and support your thoughts. And then the tour guide has a bus driver. You got to have someone to drive. You go on this tour bus, you got to have someone to drive. And the bus driver are your beliefs. So you got your thoughts and the tour guide, your words, the assistant, and you got your bus driver. They're your beliefs, and the beliefs are waiting for the tour guide to give them instructions. This is what we need to do. Do this, do that, right? So if you got really good beliefs and really good thoughts, then you're going to get there. No problem. It's a done deal. It's over with. You're already there. It's going to take a little bit of time to catch up, maybe, right? Really bad beliefs and really bad thoughts, well, you're going nowhere. In fact, you might even end off, running off a cliff. So you definitely don't want to have a really bad bus driver. You don't want to have really bad beliefs. But the bottom line is, regardless, your beliefs are going to take you somewhere, whether you're paying attention or not. So just think about that. Your subconscious mind, your beliefs are driving this bus, and you're just sitting there and you're just looking out the window, not paying much attention because you're just waiting to get there, right? I mean, if it stopped or broke down, you wouldn't know how to go any further, and you probably wouldn't know how to go back. You just stuck, right? So beliefs are going to take you somewhere. And if you've ever been in any of my talks before, I always talk about Einstein and Frankenstein. Einstein being, the part of the brain that says, hey, we got this, the imagination, the creativity, all that type of stuff. That's the Einstein. We're going to go do this, and we're going to buy this, and we're going to help these people, and we're going to do this, and we're going to make all this money, and we're going to put this over here, and we're going to do this, and we're going to get spiritual success. We're going to be in sync with God, all this stuff. And then Frankenstein's over, all these limiting beliefs come up. All the things that you've done in the past that didn't quite work out, that investment that went the wrong way, the business that you started and lost, the job that you messed up, the job you didn't take, the girl that you didn't get, the guy that you did. Well, all these different things are all stored in there, and Frankenstein is holding on to them. So every time Einstein comes up with a great idea, Frankenstein's like, ugh. Now, before you get totally down on Frankenstein, he does have a purpose. And your subconscious mind's purpose is to keep you alive. So you don't want to go without that side of the brain, because that's the fear or flight part. That's the part that's keeping you safe. keeping you protected. So that's his job. Frankenstein's job is to protect you. So don't get totally mad at it, but you just need to condition it. And Einstein needs to continually get after it and say, hey, no, we are going to do this. I realize that this didn't happen before, but now we know the roadblock. We didn't fail backwards. We failed forward and we learned some things. So Frankenstein, we're going to go down this path again, but now we know that this is this roadblock's here and we're going to go around this way to do it. We know that this objection is here and we can solve that objection now. So that's what Einstein is there to do. Now, you got to have, you got a bus driver, you got to have a bus, right? I mean, you got to have a strategy. And that's what the bus is. That's your strategy. That's their vehicle that's going to get you there. So you got to have a strategy. Now, we got a bus. A to B for me on the side of it. It's ready to go. Well, what you may have had before is a camel. That could be your path strategy. Now let's look at point A there, right next to you are here, and you got the camel there on that trail, and it's ready to go. It's got a big old hump full of water. It's ready to roll. So it's going to take you down below action. They're going to cross that action trail, take you up on top, then come back through action again. And now you see there's some poor soul in there, and I don't know what he's in, a hole or some quicksand or something, saying, help me, help me. He's already in trouble. You go back up and you cross action, cross habits, don't worry about that. Then you come over here and you got dead trees and forests and stuff, and you go back up, cross habits again. Now you got skulls and bones and stuff up there, and you cross that trail again back down to character, and got this lake full of dead fish and everything, and you're still going, trying to get there. You're going the wrong way, but you come back around. Oh my goodness, and there's a coffin sitting there. Unfortunately, that happens. I mean, but the future that I dread is the fact that I get that close to destiny and I kick off, I die, right? Oh my goodness. Look, Lord, don't do that to me, right? So it reminds me of the Exorcist, don't do that to me, Demi, right? But my goodness gracious, you got a coffin here. But the fact is that happens to a lot of people. They get stuck in quicksand. They go through the black forest. It's just crazy. And then they end up, dying before they're that close to their goal, that close to their destiny, but they quit. So dying doesn't necessarily mean death. Sometimes just that giving up is worse than death. So you don't want that trail. So let's look at our vehicle, the bus. Well, what do we need to fuel that bus? Well, the fuel is our emotions. And again, the driver is furnished by the tour guide. The bus is owned by the tour guide, and the fuel is furnished by the tour guide. So your thoughts provide your emotions. They fuel that, but your emotions are totally required if you're going to have any action. And there's a heart on the fuel pump, and what that means is love. You have to love. That is the love is the strongest emotion ever. I mean, think of the stupid stuff you've done for love in your life already. Whether it's love of a game, or like golf, you go out playing in daggum cold weather, whatever it is, playing in the rain. Love with a partner or something. Think about Valentine's Day, friends. We're right at Valentine's Day. Credit cards, maybe you maxed out, but you're gonna find a way to buy some flowers, some chocolates, take them out, whatever it is, have a romantic evening, right? You do that. Just think all the stupid stuff you did when you were dating, trying to impress them all, but all the dumb stuff you do for love. Christmas time, how much money do you spend you don't have because you're trying to show some love through gifts, right? But your why is so important, and that's your love here. That's what you got to attach to. It is why you're doing it, right? And what we see all the time is people that are in a job that it's not their why, and so there's no love and there's nothing there. So you got to figure out what that love is, and we're talking about goals and destinations in all different areas here. We're just not talking about money. Everybody's always like, yeah, we talking about success. Well, yeah, success in money, finances, successful career. So you're doing something you actually love. You don't have to get rich in your career if you've got a good financial plan. You can actually do something you love and maybe not get paid $1 zillion because you got a good financial plan in place. Relationships, your family, that's a huge goal, a huge destiny for a lot of people, and should be. Spiritual success is huge. Mental, being sharp, getting out there, staying on top of things, socially you will be successful, and physically. If you're not physically successful, none of this matters because you're not going to be able to enjoy. You're not going to be able to help anybody else get there. So all these areas are different goals and destinies. I don't know what yours is. I got an island up there with a couple of palm trees and some clear water. That's a pretty cool place for me to be. But yeah, I don't know what those are, but that's for you to figure out. But whatever it is, it's got to be strong, and it's got to have a lot of love, a lot of emotion in it, because you're going to need that. Because when you get on this road and you start hitting these roadblocks and you start hitting these stumbles and stumbling and falling and stuff like that, it's never worry about falling off the horse. Just have the willpower to get back on the daggone thing, right? So if you fall, just get back up. And if you don't have the right emotional mindset, strong enough emotions, you're not going to get there, because that is your fuel. And if your fuel gauge is full, then you can go all the way. But if that fuel gauge is empty, I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, it's going nowhere. You are stuck. You try and start that bus all you want to, and that strategy ain't going nowhere because you have no emotion, you have no desire, and nothing's going to kick you off and get you in there, because the bridge between thoughts and action is emotion. So let's go back and let's look at this road here. Let's get the camel out of there. You got everything ready. You just got your seat. You got your bus driver going. Tour guide's got the plan, got the directions. Tour guide sitting there with just supporting anything that the thoughts need. Bus driver's up there ready to roll. Well, your emotions are what is going to support the action, and action is what builds the road. Because in your old plan, your biggest problem was you had this trail that just went everywhere, all over the place, and what was missing was a road. And action builds the road, and action paves that path for belief. So it's not so hard for belief to take hold and believe, right? And stay the course. So you got to have action, and not just a little action. You got to have massive action. So when you get started on this road, you got your thoughts right. We've been spending some time on that. We got your thoughts right. We got all the players are on the bus. You're ready to go. You got your cape on. Let's go. Now, action, 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 and action. And why so much action? Because you need that action, just to change those limiting beliefs to supporting beliefs. And then you have habits that you have to acquire, habits that you have to alter, or habits that you need to get rid of. And the only way to do that is through action. Now, how long does that take? Who knows, right? There are all kinds of theories out there, but you got to have action to change these habits. And until you change those habits and get your habits aligned and develop your character, you're never going to get to your goal or destiny, because your habits are going to define who you are. They're going to define your character. And until you define your character, you don't have a chance in heck of getting to your destiny. But once you get your character defined, destiny is just right there. All you have to do is reach out and snag it. And so that, my friends, is the A to B for me strategy. And the question of the day is, on your road to destiny, who is really in control? Well, your hint is right there, because everything's in blue, and everything in blue is in control. And the main blue are your thoughts. But the thoughts and your words are blue, and your beliefs are blue. And so until you get those right, you're not going to be able to have the fuel and feed the emotion that's going to feed the action that's going to take you through your habits, your character, and your destiny. So, see, after all the Wally World thing here worked out, we do have a plan. We know how to get there. Let's talk about some choices here. You got to choose. I love Jen Sincero. She is so funny. And if you haven't read any of her quote unquote badass books, it's the titles of them, then you got to grab a couple. But she said in one of them, you have to want your dreams more than you want your drama. And boy, I tell you, we got some drama out there, don't we? Now, we all have drama in our life. I'm not saying that people that are always on the left of this slide don't have any drama. We're going to start on the right, because there are times in life when you read right to left, and one of the major times when you go to a really, really expensive restaurant, right? you're deciding what you're hungry for based on what the prices are. Yeah, oh, $100, $50, $25. Oh, $9.99. That's, yeah, I'm hungry for cube steak, right? We're going to read right to left here. Let's talk about drama. Now, drama and dreams both have 6 letters. They both start with DR and both end with S. So what matters is what's in the middle. What's the gooey center of these? And in the gooey center of drama is your comfort zone. I'm good. I mean, you get that all the time. I'm good. When you need some help, nope, I'm good. Well, and the reason why you get that reaction is because you're protecting yourself from failure. If you don't try, you can't fail. And if you don't fail, you can't get embarrassed, and the whole night, all this keeps going, and all these limiting beliefs are there because you tried one time and it didn't work out, or you did something and it didn't work out, and all of a sudden that's just controlling you. So your limited beliefs are in control of your life, and and we call this in most cases mediocrity. You'll hear that in Darren Hardy and Compound Effect. You'll hear it in Miracle Morning with Hal Elrod. Mediocrity, that's the comfort zone. That's just that's the average. The worst of the best and the best of the worst, maybe, is one way to look at it. But you're in there, you're worried about failure. And that's fine if you want to be in mediocrity, if you want to stay in your comfort zone. No one's going to beat you up for that if that's really what you want. But just don't give us the poor me, because that's where the drama is. We don't want to hear the poor me. And a lot of you say, well, I'm not in the drama zone. Well, let's look at some words. I want. How often do you say I want? Well, don't want. I mean, just go do it. I mean, I lack. Well, don't lack. Whatever you lack, go get it. Fix it. Make it happen, right? I wish. Well, you wish upon a star you want to, ain't nothing going to happen, but turn your wishes into action and get out there and make it happen. I need, well, again, what do you need? Don't quit being so damn needy. Go out there. If you need it, get it. Don't worry about it. I can't. Well, yes, you can. If you don't tell me you can't, you can. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You can. And of course, the all-time favorite here, I hope. Well, hope ain't a strategy. Okay. So just pull that one right out. And then you got I should. Well, people should on themselves all the time, right? I should do this. I should do that. Don't be shoulding on yourself. Just get out there and do it. And then I'm trying, but. Okay. Another thing, you got to get your butt out of the way. So let's get your butt out of the way and let's get some action going. Okay. So let's hop on over to the dream side of the board here, where I got our sign, no drama zone. Don't bring that mess around here. If you're hanging out with the A to B for me crowd and you're in the network, it's the no drama zone. So don't be bringing that mess around here. We don't want to hear it. We want to help you, but we don't want to hear it. So we're talking about people, places, and things. We want to help people. We want to be around people. We want to support people. We love people. Places. We want to go places. We want to do stuff. And we want to, I mean, how do you learn? When you travel, you learn. You learn different cultures. You learn about different people. And you get their side of the opinions and things like this, their point of view. So places are a cool thing to do. Enjoy stuff with your people. Things. Okay, everybody wants things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. People are, you are so monetary. Well, no, things are out there for somebody, and they might as well be there for you, right? So if you got some things you want, go get them. They're out there for you because there are universal prizes out there. Everything that you want is out there in the universe. It's already there. That house you want, it's already there. You just got to go get it. If you, in Darren Hardy in Compound Effect, he talks about his dream home. It was up on a hill. He found it. His wife, he decided what the perfect way. He got his wife, right? Got a wonderful relationship there. It's all out there for you. That car is out there for you. That boat is out there for you. Helping that charity, that's out there for you. All the money to support that charity is out there for you. Spiritual guidance, spiritual help, spiritual being, wellness is all out there for you. It's all out in the universe. It's all your destiny. You just got to go get it. You got to claim it. It's all out there for you. Just go claim it. And let's talk about the dream words. I can do this. No doubt about it. I have. In our affirmations, we talk about, I have a lot. I have this already. I have this. You get the mindset, the beliefs, get the limiting beliefs out there. I have this. And the best one is I love. We talked about that before. The strongest emotion in the world is love. It beats everything. If you can get your love muscle strong, you got it. I mean, it's game over. So get the love muscle strong and let's stretch through this thing. I create. You got to create. You don't acquire success. You create it. Warren Buffett told us that. I think that was in the 10X rule deep dive we have. But I create. You don't acquire success. You create it. You go out there and make it happen. I choose. Take control of your life. 100% responsibility. E plus R equals O, right? The events plus the your response equals the outcome. So E plus R equals O. The outcome is based on your response to the events, not the events themselves. So I choose to do this. And one of my favorites is I'm grateful for every single day. You've got to start out with gratitude. You just got to thank the universe and thank the world, thank everything in your being for all that you have in your life already. And we're preaching, and it's time for some water. So water break. All right, here we go. So I'm grateful for every day. Write down all the things you're grateful for. You know, I'm not saying I don't spend all day doing it, but 2 or 3 things a day you're grateful for. I've always got God and Jan in there, like 1 and 2 every single day. And then there's other things in there. And I'm always grateful for you because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't get to do what I love to do. So I'm always grateful for you. Now let's look at some caution words. A caution word for the day is I know. Let's look at I know from a positive standpoint, from the dream side of this. I know it's fine. I know I do this. I know I got this. I know that. I got this. I know it's going to happen, right? I know on the drama side of it is, I know. I think you ought to read this book. I know. I think maybe instead of zigging, you ought to zag. I know. Okay. Well, you know, you're digging a hole and the gas might be running through your lung. I know. You know, it's that I know that it kills you, because what you're doing is you're shutting off the universe. You're shutting off all the assistance. You're shutting off everything that is out there trying to give you assistance. So be damn careful with I know, because it's just going to cut off the people that love you, that want to help you. It's going to cut off all the situations in your life that can make you better. So let's get rid of I know on the drama side, and let's bring the I know over to the dream side. Okay. Well, we talked about your plan, and I tell you what, we have got a super plan for you. I just put it together for you called 84 days. 84 days, if you want to divide that by 7, is 12 weeks. So that's we're going to talk about the next 84 days for you, because it's your time to be the best you can be. And Tony Robbins says it best: the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Right now, if you begin on that camel, that can seem kind of impossible. If you go back to that Wally's World, you get on that camel and you're going up, and you got all the dead trees and the guy in the quicksand and everything else. That could be a damn near an impossible journey. But if you got the right plan, you got the right vehicle, you got the right bus, and you can zoom through to your destiny, all you have to do is begin. So the only impossible journey is the one that you never begin. And I want to talk to you a little bit about my pledge for this year, because it's my mantra. This is my journey for this year. I put it out here at the first of the year, but my 2021 pledge, I just wanted to share that with you one more time. To those who I can help, I promise to spend the rest of 2021 dedicated to helping you to keep moving in the direction of your dreams. I'm going to do this by sharing what I've learned about designing personal development success with you, so that maybe you can be the very best that you can be. I won't do a perfect job of this, and I'll probably stumble along the way, but I give you my word that I'll give you my best. Of course, our mantra for this program is going to be: you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. And I picked that up last August, August 8th, as a matter of fact. I know the date, and I've held on to it to get a lot of these programs finished and ready for you. But we're going to talk about that. You can't go back and change the beginning, and then you do about it, but you can start where you are to change the ending. So let's talk about that a little bit. Where do you start? Well, first of all, like we said, you can't go back and change it. So just move on. Let's move on from the past one more time. A lot of you guys, we're in early 2021 here. A lot of you guys are still stuck in 2020. Well, why? Get out of there. It's gone. It's back there. So, but some of it's worse than that. Some of you are still in 2008. Oh, remember that crash back there? Well, don't worry about that crash back there, dude. Let's fast forward like 13 years, and let's move from the past and get going, and let's decide to flourish in the future. All right. Well, the future is now. And why is the future now? Because today will be in the past. So the future is right now. And let's decide right now, you and me, right now, to flourish in the future. And to do that, you got to get a plan. You just got to get a plan. Is it this one with the camel and the dead fish and all the stuff? Or is it the one with the good vehicle? You got to get a plan. And my goodness, you have to ask for help. And I know some of you out there are just like me, and that's almost too much to ask sometimes. I mean, I am the world's worst at asking for help. I got this. I not no problem. You just do what you do, and I'll do this. No, ask for help. Find that tour guide who can get you there faster, who can get you there stronger, and who can help you make it happen. Okay. But to do any of these things, you have to take action. We saw that on the road to your destiny. You have to take action, action, action. So I see people all the time with affirmations and vision boards and all these things. Well, I got my goals here. I written down. I read them every day, and I got my 6 month and my 3 month and my 12 month and my 3 year, my 5 year, and I read them every day. And I got my vision board. I got all my cars I want and all my house and everything pretty. Well, what are you doing about it? It does no good to have a vision board if you don't have a damn strong action board. So let's talk about action board and taking action. And that's what we want to talk about when we're introducing 84 days. Because what we're going to do in 84 days with you is we're going to review and course correct your personal processes to assist you to change your ending. Now, how are we going to do that? We've got 24 deep dives. This is a rock'em sock'em program, folks. This isn't something where you do it on Sunday afternoon every now and then. No, we are rocking and rolling. We're going through 24 deep dives in 84 days. And we're going to start out with clear vision journaling, because I'm telling you, the Phoenix Journal is going to rock your world. It is going to change the way that you live your life. I'm telling you, it is the most incredible thing I've ever come across as far as getting you on the path to success and keeping you on the path to success. So we're going to talk about clear vision journaling. We're going to talk about success fundamentals, and we're going to do that through the compound effect. Darren Hardy has it so concise in the 6 chapters in the compound effect. Maybe it's 7. I think it's 7 in the compound effect. That we're going to go through those success fundamentals, because they're really going to rock your world when you get in there and see that. Lifestyle transformation, Hal Elrod in the Miracle Morning, just a way to get your day rolling and get so much done so early in the day and keep it going. And I don't mean if you work nights and then you just modify what time of day it is, but lifestyle transformation, habit modification with James Clear and Atomic Habits. Dadgum, I mean, there's no better person to talk with you about habit modification than James Clear. And your habits are just so important. And the strategy, thoughts, action, habits, that big black bar between the bottom of the pyramid and the top, where your character and your destiny is, you got to get the habit modification done. And that's where we fail so many times. So I want to go over habit modification with you. We got, I think, 8 deep dives into that, got 6 into the Miracle Morning. And then we want to talk about none of that. You got all the core here, but you got to have effective execution. And so the 12-week year, we're going to go through the book and the field guide. We're going to do everything we can. I think we got 7 weeks on this, maybe 8 weeks in 12-week year. And that goes right in line with the Phoenix Journal. So you can work these things. And what is 12 weeks? 84 days. So every 84 days, you're taking your whole year and you're knocking it down to 12 weeks. And it's going to be a lot. You'll see the power of that. And then Matthew Kelly and the Rhythm of Life. We're gonna end this thing. This whole beautiful Sunday has this big old cherry on top called Passion and Purpose, and we're gonna go through the Rhythm of Life. And it is just going to enrich your soul and get you so ready to roll and just be bulletproof when you get out of this program. And along the way, we're going to have 5 personal strategy accountability sessions. So we're going to have an initial one where, again, we find out what your A to B for me is, how you going to get there. Then we'll help you, again, walk through this and make sure everything's going for you. We're going to have a follow-up accountability session after the compound effect. We're going to have a follow-up after the miracle morning. We're going to have a follow-up after atomic habits. And then we're going to lead you into 12-week year in the rhythm of life. And then we're going to have a final accountability session. So they're with you, walking you through this and making sure you're getting everything that you need out of the program. And then for continued continuity upon graduation, once we have that last personal strategy accountability session, we're going to open it up and give you 12-month access to all of our programs, because we developed another level of the network, the A to B for me community. Now we have 3 levels. So we're going to give you the gold level of the network, which gives you 12 months access to all our programs. If you want to step up to diamond and platinum, you have that option. But we're going to gift you the gold level, which will give you 12 months access to us, and because we want to make sure that you can keep this going. A lot of times you get in a program and you just, you don't have any support in it. It's just a bunch of doggone on-demand videos, and there's no support, no one to talk to. We're there for you for that through this, and we want to be there after, because we want to make sure that you have 4 more 84 days uh, uh, to get going. Of course, then we just love you to stay with us after that. But that is our program, and I'm telling you, this is a life-changing program. I know. I've been through it, and it totally changed my life, and it's changing the life of other people right now, and I want it to change yours as well. Well, let's talk about what it's going to take. Well, there's always an investment. So let's talk about the daily investment in yourself. My daily investment is always time plus 10 equals success. And in all my charitable stuff, it's my time plus 10%, and that gets me charitable success. But your time, when we talk about your time in this program, you choose it. You choose when you want to set up your accountability sessions. It's 84 weeks, but it might take you longer than that. I mean, this program is out there for you. It is on demand, and we're going to release certain aspects of it every week. So you'll have an entire week of key actions and action plans to go through. If it takes you longer than a week, that's fine. The other week's going to open up and be ready for you, and you can catch up, or you can just stay slow. But at certain points, you'll be setting up your accountability sessions with us, and we'll sit down and do that. But we're going to do this on your time. There's nothing worse for me than the programs that are set at a certain day, right, and time. So yeah, I mean, I've got to meet all the people in Australia, the people in England, all the people on the East Coast, the West Coast. I got to find a time that works for everybody, and that just gets to be very, very difficult, because what if you're busy? What if you're working? What if you can't get it? You miss the session. Well, these are all there for you on demand, so you can go in and you can watch them whenever you want to. And I'm there to help you. I give you action plans for every single one of them. And what you want to do is we want you to read, we want you to learn it, and we want you to implement. And that's the whole crux of the deep dive program, and that's what we're doing in this program. But what does it cost? It's going to cost you $10 a day. $10 a day for 84 days. And I'm not good at math, but I can put a zero behind 84, and it's $840. And that is your investment in yourself over the next 84 days. Now, how in the world are you going to scrape up $10 a day? Well, a couple of Starbucks will do it. I mean, just don't go there in the morning and don't go there in the afternoon. Now you got your $10 a day for you, and not for Starbucks. Take your own coffee, right? Go to the grocery store on Sundays and meal prep. And take your lunch every day of the week, and then you got your $10 a day, right? I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can get it. In fact, in the first deep dive, we're going to talk to you about budgeting and finding all that money that you're just blowing, right? So in the program, you're going to find the money you need to pay for this program. Now, you got to buy your books and materials, because we just don't do that. I mean, we don't know what you have and what you don't have, and B, we're not going to buy them and ship them. That's just kind of stupid. It's a waste of money. So you get your books, you go up to Amazon, you go up to our store, click it, they'll take you right over to Amazon. You can order your books. Now, I went up and looked at it yesterday, all the books, and I got some hard copies. You can get paperbacks if you want. But the total 7 books for $132.76. So get that in your mind. You don't have to buy them all at once, but you need to get the Phoenix Journal early. You need to get Compound Effect early, obviously, because those are the first 2 we're going through. And then you can stage it out over the 84 days. But you're going to have some books. You're going to need some materials. What materials I need? Well, I suggest highlighters. You want to get you some highlighters, because we don't want these books pristine when we're done with them. We want them marked up. We want to know we can go back and find this stuff when we want it. I get these little Post-it tabs all the time, and I put those tabs in there. I got red ones and orange ones and blue ones and yellow ones and green ones. I got blue and green and red and orange and all different color highlighters. And so I've got a color code, so I know what I'm looking for. But you want to make these your reference materials. You don't want to make it just some book up there. I can tell you right now, you've got books on your bookshelf right now that you've never even cracked open. You bought them, you got them. It's impressive looking, but you don't know what the hell's in them. Let's get in there. Let's read these books. Let's learn these books. For goodness sake, let's implement what's inside them, or they're just no good. So that's what we're doing. Now you say, well, 840 is a lot for me right now. I don't have that much on my credit card. Well, you could go out and get another credit card, but I'm not going to ask you to go into debt. But we got budget pricing, $300, $300 a month for 3 months. And there you are. So well, that adds up to 900. Well, hey, I'm financing this thing for you, so it's going to cost you a little bit more, but I'll budget price it for you, $300 a month for 3 months. You can start the program with $300, and then we'll go through the first month, and then the second month you pony up again. And that'll get you rolling. So there's 2 ways to get this thing going. Either go ahead and throw the 840. That's the best way to do it, just because you're saving $60, and that's half your books. So I just do that and pay that out. But you got your budget pricing if you need me to help you out. Well, let's look at a few realities to consider before we go here. One is one of these days equals none of these days. We know that. We've been there. We've done that. I'm gonna do it when I'm around to it. When I get around to it, right? Well, Zig Ziglar solved that one years ago, and he just give people a little coin said around to it on it, said to it on it, so it was around to it. But one of these days is none of these days. So you got to make a decision. You got to make a choice. There's 3 things in life you can't do. One is you can't push a rope. Figure that one out. You get you a rope, try and push that thing. You can't push it. You can't put toothpaste back in a tube. I don't know why the heck you'd want to, but you can't do that. And you can't make folks successful that don't want to be. So if you're one of these that just they don't want to be successful, then this ain't for you. I mean, we're not here to fight you. We're here to help you. But if you want to be successful, and if you want to change your ending, now is the time. Now's the time to do it, not tomorrow. Like we talked about, today's in the past already. So let's make that decision, because I'd love to join you. And I'd love to be on this journey with you. And I'll tell you, you got this. There's just no doubt about it. But every post I put out there, I put, you got this. But in this program, we got this, because I'm in here with you. I'm going to be with you all the way through 5 different strategy sessions to make sure we get you rolling. So that's my call to action for today. And my final word on this is, if not now, when? When are you going to make that dadgum decision to change your life, right? So go to a2bforme.info/84 days, and let's begin the journey. So there again, a2bforme.info/84 days. And let's let the journey begin. Now you can also go up to a2bforme.com. You can scroll down, you'll find that section where 84 days is, but just hop up there. You can go direct to the page to get you rolling. I think this video will be up there again if you want a recap of it. With that, I have all the instructions there for you to get rolling. And I look forward to seeing you in the deep dives in 84 days. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in our first strategy session. Anyway, until then, keep moving in the direction of your dreams, and I will talk to you later. Have a great one.